Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice from It's a Crime and Shame. Now, of course, before we get started into the Nicola Bully video, I'm going to ask you that if you are perhaps not a subscriber of this channel, to consider subscribing and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates and news on the stories that we follow. Okay, you guys, this one's for you guys here. And this one is, do you know how a picture says 1,000 words? But in this particular case, it's a video. If you were to write a caption for this video, for this particular video with Nicola Bully and Paul Ansel, what would your caption be? Meaning, what would your title be that you would call this video? I'm sitting here, was looking at this video again last night, and I have my own personal thoughts. One of the things that was going through my head personally was, did Nicola Bully and Paul Ansel have a good morning that morning? Were they arguing? And of course, the reason why that, of course, crosses the mind is Nicola Bully and Paul Ansel come out of the house with Willow. Now, let's not forget that Paul had said that he had put Willow into the vehicle, which we obviously know he didn't, and that it was Nicola Bully. Now, that might be tomato, tomato, potato, potato. At the end of the day, I'm sitting here looking at this video going, was Nicola Bully having a good morning? Paul had already said that, things were the same pretty much, but on this particular day, Nicola Bully had, come downstairs, or he had come downstairs, sorry. He had come downstairs, and normally everything's carnage is the word he used, which obviously means chaos. But this particular morning, everything was ready and everything was done. And I still can't help but, sit there and wonder, looking at this video, was everything fine that morning? Was things, did they have an argument? And I guess the reason I say that is, and this is just really dependent on someone's relationship personally, but I know for me that, and we're not seeing the whole, part of this video. We're only seeing, the glimpse at part of the door ring bell camera footage. But it's just kind of like they come out, Willow gets into the back of the boot there, and Nicola Bully closes it, and then she hops into her side of the car. So is she running late? But normally I'd be like, okay, husband, give me a kiss. I mean, I always have to remember that in England, you guys drive on the opposite side of the road, or, obviously your passenger side is our driver's side and vice versa. So it always seems odd to me as I'm looking at this. But anyways, I just keep wondering if Nicola Bully and Paul Ansel, were having a good morning that day. I don't know. The thing about this case is we obviously know that we're all waiting for, June 26th, and perhaps we might hear back sooner. But, it wouldn't shock me if it's literally on June 26th that, hopefully we finally do hear something. But until that point, there's nothing wrong about talking about Nicola Bully and the day that she disappeared. Whether it's to keep her memory alive or just be really confused by the case and just simply want to talk about it. Like channels like this, like mine and others, it's an outlet for people to have space that they can come and put down a comment on how they're feeling about the case. And if there's one thing that I have noticed, is that the amount of comments in regards to the Nicola Bully case, people just want their voices to be heard, their thoughts to be heard, because they're very frustrated by this case, as am I, as am a lot of other people. This case still has a lot of attention for the online community that really is miffed. They're confused. They don't know what to really believe because there's nothing really given to us, because everything we look at is a bunch of inconsistencies, whether it's media, whether it's the police. And if there's one thing for darn sure, is that I don't think, there's very few of us anyway, that might actually believe that Nicola Bulley slipped and fell into the water there. That just blows us mostly away, that no, that just didn't happen. You know, nothing showed it. Nothing at all. Like, how did her body, how was it not found at all in those 3 weeks? Like, in all those days that they were searching, and her body, you know, would have surfaced at some point. You know, maybe it was through the night, you know, and maybe it, you know, with the gases, it went back down, and it just seems so hard to believe that Nicola Bulley just slipped and hurt herself in that window. And all you can kind of think about is, well, for the people that came across the phone within, say, let's just say 13 minutes time, because her phone, let's just say, is moved towards the bench. So let's just say in a 13-minute time that someone falls in the water. And I'm sure that they would have kind of, like any probably person with common sense, probably would have like looked over the edge of the water. Don't you guys agree? That they would have looked in the water like, hey, where is this person? You know, you kind of would have done the look around. Don't you guys agree? Like, did you guys not think so? That if you came across a dog in a phone, I'm sure that as you're kind of looking around, you know, trying to see if you see anyone throughout the outer field or anything like that, or, you know, perhaps like Ron was saying, maybe they went to the bathroom and just left their dog and phone on the bench. You know, of course that doesn't make sense, but, you know, don't you think that somebody would have also looked over and just to see if they could see someone? So it just seems really illogical that in that time, in that 2 feet of water, that someone would have just went, whoop, disappeared, you know, like magic, just psh, gone, vanished, you know, no sound of what? No one heard a dog barking, because you can be, you know, a dog is gonna bark. If their owner is in trouble, that dog is gonna start barking. And the sound of a dog barking, you guys know as well as I do too, that dog sound barking can be heard, you know, within quite a vicinity, because it's like an echoing chamber in a sense. You know, when you're out in the bushes and whatever, and somebody's voice carries and stuff like that. So it's just unbelievable to me. And I know it is to you guys. And hence why so many people think that Nicola Bulley was probably placed back in the water at some point, you know. Or, you know, John from Crime Scene to Courtroom, you know, he took you over the style there, you know, and saying, you know, like self-fate type of idea. So, again, I'm just, right now, you guys, I'm just talking with you guys. Simple as that. And I know you guys leave a number of tremendous comments, you know, and I truly appreciate the interaction with the videos. I do. And I just want to know specifically as well, without, you know, you can leave whatever comments, but what caption would you guys put to this particular video? That's what I'm kind of curious about as well, especially putting that out there for you guys. Give this video a caption. Obviously, we don't see the whole scenario, but what would your caption be with this today? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and a share if you don't mind. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing the comments. And can I also actually remind you guys that I'm working on that Nicola Bulley tribute video. So again, if anyone has something, whether it's a poem that they see or a meme or anything, and that they want to incorporate it into my video that I'm making so that you guys can have, you know, a place to show how much you care about Nicola Bulley too. Not that you don't, not that you have to, but if you do choose to, don't forget to email me, guys, at acrimingshame@gmail.com. That's like ABC, acrimingshame@gmail.com. Take care, you guys, again, and have a blessed day.